So welcome to the team call, and I'm really looking forward to today's call, and I think hopefully it's going to be a really fun, enjoyable one for you guys, but also unbelievably useful. So I'm just going to go and share my screen. Let's just get to this presentation, which is underneath the controls, of course. Let's move that. Okay, so bear with me 1 second. So hopefully you guys can see that all okay. So we are going to talk today about your vision, but first of all, we're just going to cover off a few points. So I've mentioned this for a couple of weeks, but just for the benefit of anybody that has missed it and hasn't put this in their diary, please ensure that you have got the virtual summit, the annual summit in your diary, which is the Team Beachbody summit on the week of the July the 13th. And it's basically going to run, I think it's over 3 days. It'll be a series of obviously Zoom calls, a bit like the Super Weekend. For those of you guys who are new to this, that is usually in the flesh, and it was meant to be in New Orleans, but obviously because of the coronavirus, it's all been cancelled. But there will be a lot, and you'll be able to kind of see the energy of that event as far as possible with it being remote. So I'm unbelievably excited for that. And then just to remind you guys, I think most of you are aware, but we've got the Summer Strong sale has run over into June, which means that all challenge packs the regular challenge packs, they all have £20, $20, or I think it's 26 Canadian off. So regular challenge pack is 140 or 162 in Canadian. And it was announced a couple of days ago that Summit for 2021 is going to be hosted in New Orleans. So get that in your diary. Definitely get that on your vision board as we go through. I went to Summit last year. I know Marty, Tasha did as well, Lisa as well, and it was the experience of a lifetime. The literally 20,000 of us working out on the streets of Indianapolis. They closed like, I don't even know how many blocks, but it is the most moving experience. And it really helps you see the power of the business, but it is really what helps you build that vision and carry it through. So start thinking about that. It will be in July. I don't think they've locked in the date, but start thinking about that. Start saving for it, guys, because seriously, you don't want to miss that. You really don't. That's what drives your business, certainly in your stories as well. So I just wanted to make you guys aware. Some of you are in my Level Up mentorship, in which case you're doing your own coach sneak peek. But for those of you who are new to coaching, or you haven't run a sneak peek yet, and you want to invite people to the business opportunity, but you wouldn't possibly even know how to present it, please don't worry. As a newer coach, for probably like my first 3 or 4 months, maybe even longer, until I was pushing for Diamond from Emerald, I was just plugging anybody that wanted to learn more about the business opportunity into my Upline sneak peek. Okay, so please leverage that. I have shared the link in the team page before. I will share it again after this call. But anybody that you invite, it should be a really simple invite, guys. And I'll share that after the call as well, because instead of with the virtual gym, you actually having to explain what it is a lot of the time. If people want more info on the business opportunity, you're just going to say, great, my Upline is hosting an info session all about what it entails, how you can be a part of it, her journey so far, on Friday the 12th of June. Do you want me to add you to it? It should be a really kind of casual ask. And again, I'll share that invite in the team page, but don't be afraid to invite people because you don't know how to invite them and you're worried about sharing it, because basically I'll do that work for you. And then if they want to be a part of the team, that's great. And even if you're not ready to kind of help people, that's fine. They can come into my mentorship groups and I can help you mentor them. So don't let it kind of scare you off. And I just wanted to make sure I'd mentioned that to you. But certainly the last one I did was the most successful sneak peek I've ever done. So the difference between them seeing a sneak peek live as compared with catching a recording is huge, okay? Because they're catching the energy live. So make sure you plug anybody in. So we have the weekly tracker prize. These were all of the girls that submitted their tracker. And I just wanted to remind you guys that from henceforth, just because of, you know, how this team is building, and it's honestly amazing to see, I cannot possibly get on one-on-ones with all of you. So unless you are submitting your tracker every single week, or the week that you want to call in the team page on the post, I'm not going to be able to do one-on-ones with you. Okay, apart from the girls who are brand new and I'm kind of mentoring them for a month, and at which point they will go into this same process, which is, you want to call with me, you need to be submitting your tracker in the page. I always put the post in the team page and just post it, because I can't possibly get on one-on-ones with every single one of you. So just so you know, these were all of the girls who posted their trackers. So Marta, Elaine, Tasha, Paige, Annie, Amber, Megan, and Georgia. And then we have some other girls who are in the Level Up mentorship. So they're doing a different tracker. Now I'm just going to, I've stopped that because I have the wheel of names here. So I'm just going to come out of the presentation for a second, and I am going to spin the wheel. So I've got a wheel with all your names in here. So I'm just going to tell you who the winner is. So the winner is Paige. So Paige, you're going to get 20. Oh, there we go. That's hilarious. I'm glad Paige is on the call. Otherwise it would have been quite embarrassing. You're going to get, I think I said £20 of Amazon vouchers, or whichever vouchers you want, quite frankly, Paige. So just let me know and I will send those. And I'll be doing that every single week. So hopefully it's an incentive to get you to do the things you should be doing anyway, to have a successful business. So that was a little bit. Let's go back into the presentation. Oh, okay. Right, here we're back again. Okay, so moving on to, I think that was the next one, wasn't it? Yeah. The Success Club board. I literally cannot believe this board already. Okay, we are on the 6th of the month, and already we have Joanne at 2, Shannon at 2, Georgia at 2, Taylor at 2, Sam at 2, Amber at 2, Emma at 2, Imogen at 2, Marty at 2, Nisha at 2, Tasha at 2, SJ at 2, and Megan at 2. And if you think about that, guys, even if you're not on this board, but for the girls that are, if you look at your first week of the month and you multiply that by 4, and you've got a bit more than that, more than 4 weeks left, or by 3 rather, you are going to hit Success Club and the rest. Like, everyone here, you should set your target for Success Club 10. It's absolutely doable given where you are in the month. And honestly, I have never ever seen performance like this from so many of you so early on in the month, and I'm so proud of you. And then Hayley, who is, she's my national ice skater in Canada, absolutely incredibly has already hit Success Club 8. So she is going to get one of these t-shirts. So anybody that hits Success Club 5 and above is going to get the choice of one of these 2 t-shirt designs, and I will get them mailed to you no matter whether you're in the States, Canada, UK. Okay, and anybody that hits Success Club 10 is going to get one of these, and also £50 or $50 of Lululemon or Sweaty Betty vouchers. So hopefully that's going to be quite fun for you guys. And so Hayley is now a success starter for month 2, which means that she only needs to help 3 more people in July to be a success starter, which means that she will be in a test group for a brand new program when it launches. She'll also get her summit ticket for next year absolutely free. So well done, Hayley. And this is a book I actually spoke about last week, but I've actually already finished it, and it's incredible. So I wanted to just share it again for those of you guys that might have missed it last week. And this was something that I actually put in the slide last week, but I don't think I actually mentioned it and how it had resonated with me. So she says, people that are truly happy are also truly helpful. And I cannot tell you how much that is an absolute fundamental to our business and how much it relates to what we do. The more helpful you are, genuinely, guys, and I see this as my business builds, and you guys are seeing it as yours are building, as you're helping more girls, I see the enjoyment. And the enjoyment is because you're actually really helping people, and they're coming back to you and they're saying, thank you so much. And it just fills your cup and it makes you feel amazing. But this book is all about manifestation, just being really aware of your mindset, what you're doing, what your subconscious is doing. It's quite in depth and it's quite a lot to take in, but she is amazing. So today's call is all about vision, and I love this topic because we can talk about invites, business activity trackers, sneak peeks, you know, having a strategy for your virtual gym. But I will tell you absolutely, like, in no mincing my words, if you aren't clear on your vision and where you are going with this business and how it looks for your life, you will be not hitting your targets, and you most likely won't see success long term. And I know some of you girls on the call are brand new, and that, I know for me as a newer coach, was really difficult, because you're like, well, okay, I've helped, you know, a couple of people with a challenge pack and I've earned like 80 quid or something, but I can't really see how this could ever be a vision for my life. And I think this is the number one mistake we all make. When we're new, we're not seeing much in return, and so we think it's not available to us, and so we don't ever allow ourselves to actually sit there and think, do you know what, I could have X and Y, and why not me? And honestly, when I really started to decide that I was going all in on this business, kind of 6 months in, I just decided I'd had enough of just hitting Success Club. I was going all in. It was when I did that vision board, and I basically said to myself, how would our life look if I had no limits? How would it look? And that put absolute fire under my backside. And I'll tell you what else it will do. And this is where it comes to the consistency with the business activity tracker. Every single time somebody cannot remain consistent in their business, it is because they don't have a clear vision. They really haven't got cut and dry on it. What does it mean? How does it look? Where do they live? Down to like even like the worktop where you live. Do you have a holiday home? Like, what do you enjoy? Do you enjoy traveling? How often do you travel? How much are you going to spend on traveling? Get cut and dry and as clear as you possibly can on how that looks for you. And if you're saying to yourself now, well, that's cool, but that sounds really stupid because it's never going to happen for me, I can tell you it won't. Because when I started in this business, I got that vision board up with all manner of things that I'm going to show you guys. And I believed it was going to happen. And I see it now coming to fruition. And I see it coming to fruition for this team and for you, for whatever you want for your life. But if you're telling yourself before you've even given yourself the chance, that's never going to happen, that's not realistic, it won't happen. So this is fundamental, and it's going to be what drives you on the days where you're getting up at 5 a.m. and maybe you've got a full-time job, and this is what most of us do, right? We work this very much on the side until it builds, you know, if we want to build it to kind of full-time, which is like 5 hours a day, until we reach the point that we can leave that job. But the vision is what drives you. On those days when I worked 3 different jobs, I'd quit my London career, I worked golf club hours, I was training about 10 clients a week, I was teaching about 9 or 10 classes. Arthur was only in nursery 2 mornings a week, and I had caught the vision that I had done for this business. And you better bet I found those small hours and I didn't let myself off the hook. And I would literally write out my vision for my life every single morning. And I still do it now. And you'll find any single person, like personal development, talking about success, they will all say the same, right? You need a vision board, a physical vision board, because the mind, the subconscious mind, pulls in things that are going to happen with visual pictures. Okay. So if you don't have a vision board, it's unlikely to happen. Even if you've got one written down and you talk it out loud, you need to have one in front of your face. So that's kind of the point of this call. Like, that stares me in the face every day. Like, if I'm feeling like I'm not going to work today, that's going to remind me that I damn well am. So I want you to think about a vision without limitation. Like, how would your life look? Because honestly, that is available to you with this business. If you believe in it and you put in the work as a result of being motivated by your vision, it is all possible. Okay. When I went to Arizona in October last year with the top leaders in the business, they're all 6 or 7 figure earners a year, right? That's all available to you. And that's consistency over time. None of those guys are probably there having not been in the business at least 3 years. And that's why this consistency and staying the long haul and not believing it's get rich quick is so fundamental to this business. So I want to share my vision with you. Like, I talk a lot in my posts and I talk to you guys about being really ambitious, but I just kind of sat there this week and thought, you know what? I haven't really shared with my team my vision for this team. And that's really fundamental. So what we are going to achieve this year is we are going to be an elite team this year, which means we are going to be a 5-star diamond plus team. Currently we're 3-star. That means 2 more diamonds, but I'm going for 10-star, right? I'm going to have 10 diamonds on this team, and I know I've got them here. I know I've got them here. I've got some unbelievable girls on this team. And there's such amazing talent. You have a plethora of training, and we know that system works. And I know we've got those girls, but you have to get damn clear on your own vision. And I want you to think about, you know, I'm going to talk about a few things in the business which are kind of milestones for you. So the New Leaders Conference is in Las Vegas in February 2021. Okay. And that New Leaders Conference is for all girls that are 1-star diamond and above as new leaders. Now, I was in LA in February, as most of you guys know. That is becoming a diamond and then having 1 girl in your downline go diamond. And whether or not you're brand new to this business, even 1 month in, that is absolutely possible in 6 months. I got my second business center to diamond in 3 weeks. Okay. So if you're telling yourself that that is way far off, even if you're an emerald coach, I want you to think about that. Like, what is your vision for your life? And think about these things. Like, think about the vision board, get excited. If it's the community and the trips that really excite you, which I'm going to be perfectly honest, they're like one of the best things about this business. It's absolutely awesome to go on these trips, guys. I can't even tell you. To be on these trips, all expense paid, to be wined and dined, and to hang out with all of your like fellow coaches. When we go to Vegas next year with whomever in this team is 1-star plus, you better bet I'm going to be there, and I'm going to celebrate you, and I'm going to take you out, and we're going to have a lot of fun. Okay. So start thinking about that if that's going to motivate you. For me, it's a life of complete financial freedom. I don't have to worry about money. I don't have to worry about whether or not Arthur's going to have enough. And I want to be honest and just share that with you, because for me, growing up, we didn't have a lot. And I went to a private school because my mum was a teacher at the private school. So she got reduced fees, and I was surrounded by girls that had everything. And I really didn't have much. And I can remember the car breaking down on the way to school and my dad making us get out of the car and push it for him. And I have never been more humiliated in my life. I remember not being able to afford to have the velvet leotard for my gymnastics because I was really good at gym. And it's these kind of things, guys, that are like fundamental parts of your upbringing that are going to be a driver for you. Okay. So that's a driver for me. I don't want Arthur to ever experience that, and he won't. And that drives me every day because he's not going to have that life. He's going to have a life of freedom. He's going to be able to do kind of whatever he wants within reason. He's going to see the world. We're going to travel first class. That's the way it's going to be. And he's going to go to one of these 2 specific schools, dependent on where we live. So think about that, and don't cut yourself short and say that's not available to me because I don't deserve it, because that's your mindset. Okay. So Maryland Family Lake Home, we went there last year, and honestly, we had the best time of our entire life. And I am absolutely determined that that's what I will be buying with my Beachbody income. So your vision, think about that. And what you're going to do now, what time are we at? Yeah, we're 25 past. We're going to take a bit of time now. So you're going to think about, if you've already got a pre-existing vision board, I want you to revisit it now. Okay. So you can pull that open on the screen and look at it. Because for me, I pulled up my vision board and I was like, Barbados, June 2020. Well, we were due to fly on the 18th, so that's not happening. So I went in earlier on and I just adjusted a few things. I put the summit, which obviously isn't happening this year. I put the New Leaders Conference and Leadership, which is the 5-star event in Arizona, all expense paid in October. So that's still on there. I put moving house because we want to sell this house. And I've got like the Maryland holiday home, and I've got visions of like when we sell a house, what our house is going to look like. And then like the leadership retreat pictures of my team. I'm also going to be doing, and I want to tell you guys about this, so long as, I'm in the wrong year. I put Diamond Retreat 2020. I am going to do a Diamond Retreat for you guys this year. Obviously, I don't know exactly when, because it depends on when Corona, is over or not over, but when travel restrictions reduce. And I genuinely am going to do an all expense paid diamond retreat for any single diamond within my team. And I haven't yet decided where that will be. Again, it will depend upon what's going on in the world, but I intend it to be something that isn't in the UK, because we have coaches in the US and Canada. And that will be unbelievable. Like I can imagine it already. Like it's going to be amazing. And we'll get someone from corporate to come to give us some training as well. So the New Leaders Conference, I obviously mentioned, I just wanted to share a couple of pictures. This is me at the New Leaders Conference. And the summit in 2021. So, what is it you want to achieve? Yes, from your business, that's important. That's what I'm talking about here. But I really want you to also think about other things separate to that. Because of course your business is important, but your life is also important, right? Your personal life. How does it look? Where do you live? So these were just some ideas for like business goals. If you're going to go 1-star diamond, 2-star diamond, like if you've got an idea and really where you're going. And if you want, if it helps you, you could do a vision board for just this year, okay? Because I think when we start to put visions up 5 years away, it can be really hard to connect with it because it's so far away. So what we're going to do is I'm going to give you guys 10 minutes. I'm going to put the timer on. And you're just basically going to really visualize what your life looks like. Okay, how does it look? Get a pen and paper out. What, like, and really call yourself out. If you find yourself thinking, well, that would never be possible, call yourself out. Like, why would that never be possible? Like, why are you putting those blocks on yourself? And that was definitely something that I had to do in the beginning, and it's something that I have to constantly revisit. So just want you guys to know that's quite normal. And as I put, like, where do you live, how do you live, who are you with, down to the last detail. So we're going to set the timer and off you go. And if you want to, you've got really clear on that already and you want to start doing your vision board now, go for it. I use Canva, and I got a lot of my visuals from Pinterest, but like when it came to properties and things, I went on to Rightmove to find the properties and the locations that I was looking at, things like that. Do feel free to take photos, you know, from the team page, go into the photos album section. There are things in there too, and just start to pull it all together. So I'm just going to set the timer. So off you go. If you've got questions, just let me know. And that's my vision board, just so you guys can see it. It's helpful. If you've got any questions, do just pop them in the comments as well, guys. Just a couple more minutes, guys. Okay, one more minute. Okay. How was that? Has anyone got any comments? Sure, they can see them here. I'm just going to stop the sharing actually. Let's have a look. Oh wow, we've got lots of comments in here. Oh, sorry, Marty, I just saw that. Just choosing my puppy, Annie. I love it. So hopefully that was a really, really useful task. And I would just say to you, like, if you got halfway through it or you started to get into it and you didn't really finish, the fundamental to your business, yes, is about getting results, obviously, because it's really, really important that you believe in what you're doing and that you are passionate about sharing it. And the only way you're going to get passionate about sharing it is if you've done it and you're getting results yourself and you believe in it. Yeah, it was nice to have some time dedicated to, this is what is going to drive you. It is what's going to drive you day in, day out. When people say to me, Izzy, I just don't know how you do it, it's because I've got a clear vision and there's nothing. I'm like a dog with a bone. I'm not going to let it drop. I'm so crystal clear on what's going to happen and why, that nothing's going to stop me. And when you get to that point with your vision, guys, you should be the same. And for most of you guys on here, you're working full time, right? That's a fundamental to your business, because you better bet, particularly if you're like, on furlough at the moment, it's easier. But when you go back to work full time, unless you got crystal clear on your vision, you're not going to get up at 4:30, 5 a.m. or whatever it might be to work your business unless you've got really clear on why you're doing it, because you're not going to build that vision in a couple of months. It's going to take some time, and it's going to be really important to pull that in every single morning by writing it out. And that's what I've done every single morning since I was pushing for Diamond. And at that point that I wrote out that vision and I started to focus on my vision board and I saved it on my screensaver on my laptop, there was nothing that was going to stop me. Like, the ceiling started falling in the spare room. The car got stolen off the drive. The house started having subsidence. Nothing's going to stop me. Like, I was clear on my vision. Blinders on, I'm going for it. And that's where you want to be with your vision. No matter what it is for the business right now, you want that to be the motivator for, sorry, my son's just walked in, for what you're doing. What are you doing, Arthur? That's okay. So with that being said, has anyone got any questions on that? But just make sure you finish it. I remember being like, well, I've got things I need to do on my tracker instead of doing my vision board. But until I actually took the time to do my vision board, nothing else fell into place. So I'm going to stop